Hello, welcome back guys to Kids Coding Playground. So today we'll be finishing up the Santa Run platformer game. Finally, it's been a long one for this one. So this is the um, last episode of this game. In this episode, we'll do the high score, just a simple high score, and maybe a thumbnail drop down on the snow. That's about it. So next time maybe I have some time, I'll do like a table. You can actually see like what is the high score of the people who got the lowest time or whatever, maybe later when I have some time. Pretty busy right now. So let me finish this last episode for the Santa platformer game. Okay, so I think you guys have probably, if you have already watched the video from the first one to the 9th episode, so this is the 10th one, so this will be the last. So in here, we'll quickly go through how we're gonna do the snow effect, and then the thumbnail, and then the high score. Okay, real quick, we will paint a new sprite. Oh yeah, also I changed the sound. I think one of the kid who's playing, he didn't like this ouch sound I made. Ooh. So I actually I'm gonna delete it. I download a new one actually. So I'm going to delete it. I'm gonna upload this one here. So I don't know, this maybe sounds better, I don't know. Like that, like a grunt sound, like that. So I'll change it out. I think the kid's like, doesn't sound good. So let me just switch it out. Just reset this, making sure. So let's just test it out. So let's see. Yeah, so okay, maybe it sounds better than what I'm recorded. So anyway, okay, so let's work on the snow. So that with that out of the way, let's paint. So paint a new sprite, real simple. We just want white color, so, and then we don't want any outline. Just kind of zoom in a bit. Oops, sorry. Select the circle. You can hold it, so that way it kind of paint a perfect sprite. You want to maybe make it smaller a little bit. I think originally I have it like around 12 or 11 or whatever. So you can see while I'm moving it, you see like 13 out of 13. So let's see. So this is 11 out of 11. I think it's 11 out of 11 is good enough. Maybe you can rename it to snow, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go. Click on the green flag. Okay, when green flag is clicked, what we're going to do is we're going to set the ghost effect, making it light, making it appear. Okay, so we're going to set it, make it disappear for the ghost effect. So if you click on this, you'll see this white dot disappear. When you set the ghost effect to 100, you see, it kind of goes away. So to reset that, you can always use this clear graphics effect, right? So I'll come back. Okay, but for now, we just don't need that. We're just gonna go with the ghost effect. Then we are going to make it go to, it doesn't really matter. I think I have it like 220. So make it go to the center on the top. Next we'll use the forever loop. Sorry. Oh, okay, we need to make a variable. So make a variable for this sprite only called wind. So this is the wind speed for the snowflake. You can set wind. Okay, and you can say pick random, -1 to 1. Then you can call the create a clone of myself and do a wait. Then use the operator again. Just pick a small number here. 0.005 to 0.01, so fraction of a second. Okay, next we will say when I start as a clone, where this calling the clone, right? So you are going to have to say when I start as a clone. Okay, it's in this control block. Okay, so here we will set the size of the snowflake, so whenever we create one, we can make a random size. So you can say set size, and you can pick a random. I did like 60 and 100. I mean, you can make it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, depend on you. Okay, and then I will say go to. So I'm gonna make it go to the top, but I'm gonna pick a random here. So negative 240 to 240. So basically, when they create a clone, it will be like between 60 to 100%. So either bigger or smaller, somewhere on the top here. For the win variable, we can kind of hide it. We don't really need to show that. What we're going to do is we're going to repeat, do a repeat loop for. Gonna say change the ghost effect here by negative 20. Okay, so a little bit brighter, and then we are going to use this repeat loop, do it 2 times. So what happened is I'm gonna make it go down first a little bit before I start the loop, actually make it touch and disappear, because if I don't do that, if I have something called touch edge, it will just get stuck here and then it will disappear immediately. So what we do is repeat 2 times. I'll make it go down a little bit. So to make it go down, say change y. Okay, don't use the set y. Okay, make sure you use change y. Change y by -5, and then we say change x by the wind speed. Okay, this is the wind speed of the snow. Make sure it's for the sprite only. And then here, move over here. What we do is we're gonna use a repeat until loop. So making sure like when it touch the Santa Claus or the ground or the enemy, it should disappear. So what we want is we're gonna touch the virtual ground, not the ground, okay? Because the ground will have the tree in the back. You don't want it to touch a tree and immediately disappear. We want it to kind of go through all the way, you know, to the bottom. Sorry, clicked on it. All the way to the bottom of the ground, then disappear. So what you can do is get this, repeat until. We're gonna use a couple of OR operator. One, it depends on which one you want. So let's say we need this guy to, when I touch this, it should disappear. This guy, I don't really think you need this guy, because this guy and this guy will probably the same, right? Because this is on top of this. So you probably need like animated character, virtual ground, right? Background you don't need. You need the spike, you need this, and you need maybe the snow. Snow part you don't need. You let that fall through. And then the igloo, right? So whatever you want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so I'm gonna create more of this duplicate, and then duplicate. Hopefully I have enough. If not, we can create one more. Okay, so first we'll put the animated character. Okay, next we'll put the virtual ground. Okay, next we put the enemy, okay, which is the tiger. Okay, next we'll put the we can put the spike in the igloo, and then we probably did the edge, so we're gonna do one more actually. So next, gonna go with the spike. And then we say igloo, and then last one we'll do edge. Okay. Alright, so let's zoom back out. So we have these main character, virtual ground, enemy, spike, igloo, and edge. Okay, so what I want to do is when they keep, I will make them keep going down until it touch this. So what you need to do is kind of same thing over here, going down until it touch it. Okay, and then we're gonna grab another repeat loop here, and we can say make it go lighter. Okay, say change the ghost effect. Okay, change the ghost effect by 10. After that, we say we can delete it. Okay, so delete this clone. Okay, let's test it out, see how it looks. Save it. So you can see the snow kind of fall. When it touched the ground, it kind of disappeared. Or touched the Santa Claus, you can see when it touched the Santa Claus, it kind of faded and then goes away. So that's how this is used, this to work. Okay, so you can see if it touched the spike, it also goes away. If it touched the tiger, let's see. So you can see the tiger. So the snow touched the tiger, right? And it goes away. See, same thing. So whatever you want it to go away, you have to make sure that you have that. So you see it touched the edge. You see that it touched the edge over here, and it also went away. Okay, so that's about for the snow. Okay, all right. What we can do is we can do the thumbnail next. Okay, so the thumbnail, I already have something in my backpack, but you guys can come do it yourself as well. Let me just say paint a new sprite, and then I'm gonna drag this costume here. Okay, so what I did was pretty simple, right? Just take the background. So let's say if you're gonna do the thumbnail all by yourself, just say Control A, copy. Oops, sorry, why did I click that? So I just go to here, go to my costume, right? This is mine, 01. So what you can do is just go to the new one, you copy from that, group it together, so that this is your thumbnail, right? Because I put a couple of them together, so that's why you have this line. So what you can do is you can convert the bitmap and then convert it back to vector. So now it's one big file. So you see, one big file. So now if you want to make a thumbnail, right, you can look at these, right? So you can just copy it from like the ground, right? Whatever it is. So let's say you take this whole thing, Control A, we'll select all, Control C, copy. And then you go to your thumbnail, go back over here, you can just put it here. So something like this. Then you can stick your Santa Claus guy, find the one that you like, maybe the running one, Control A, Control C. Go back over here, kind of adjust him a little bit, And then if you want the tiger, Control A, copy, Control C, Control V. So now the tiger's here, you want to make them bigger, drag them bigger, you want to flip them around, click on this, flip horizontal. Then you can add something else, add the rock or whatever you like, right? Just like how I did here. So I added a rock, added some gem, added a rock, added an ice block, added a snowman, and then added a text. So that's how you would do it for the a thumbnail. So let's just trash this for now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we want to make the thumbnail glide down. I think we have shown that many times on our channel how to do that. So what you want to do is, so since this one uses a timer itself, so we cannot really use that timer using when timer greater than the timer +1. So what we have to do is we're gonna have to create a new variable for this. Okay, so you can make it for all the variable. You can say stop timer. Okay, you can create any way you want, but I just use all caps, so this is not really used for me. It's just for the making it for the calculating the thumbnail to go down. So what you can do is go when green flag is click. Okay. So say look, we'll hide it, and you can go. So what I'm going to do is going to set it to the top. Say 0. Let's say 300, and then I will say go to front layer. Okay. Then I will have set the stop timer to 0.1, and then grab a forever loop here, and then we're going to duplicate this actually. Okay, and then here we will use operator add. We're gonna get the timer. Oops, sorry, my bad. And then say plus 0.1. Okay. Okay, so alright, so after that you're gonna go create another block here. There's a block, say loudness, right? Select timer here, drag it over here, and then drag this variable timer. Okay, so when you stop the screen, you want this thing to drop down. Okay, so what we want to do is when this thing drop down, you want to highlight level, score, live, whatever, right? So you can do that. So what you can do is say hi. Oh no, I need to save it. What happened? Something's wrong with Scratch. Oh, good, I am able to save it. So hide the level. So hide the life. Hide the score. Hide the time. Do I have a timer? Oh, I didn't even have a time. Okay, so we want to see how fast you go, right? So we're gonna start a time. Okay, so what we can do is we can create another variable called time. This is for all the sprite. So we're gonna add the time somewhere on the top here as well. So let's continue with this thumbnail. We're gonna get the time later. So let's do the time. And then if you want the fastest time, create another one. Make it as a cloud variable. Fastest time. Okay. Got it. So cloud will only support letters and number. No, number but not letter. That's why sometimes you cannot create like a table easily with like who's the first winner, you know, the name of the person. So, but I can show you next time how to do that. Actually, there's a way to do that. Okay, so let's say set. So we'll hide this. So not set. Sorry. Let's hide it. Okay, where's my cloud variable on top? Okay. Okay, so we hide all this for a timer when you know, when the game stops. And then what we can do is make this go to the top. 0, 300, and then we'll say show, and then we'll use this glide 0.5 to 0, 0. So I do 0, 0 because my costume actually cover the whole screen, right? So 0, 0 will be good enough for me. Okay, so I also need that when I start the game, I need to show it again, right? So when I start the game, start game, we'll want to show all these variables, or I cannot just copy that. So show with level, live, score, time, and fastest time. Okay, all right, so we have all of them. Let's just check it out. So we probably have some more bug. I'll show you how to fix it. So let's say we stop this. You see how the center clause is still in the front, so we need to hide this guy, right? Okay, so what you do is you go to the center, go here, drag this thing, and zoom in a little bit, okay, and then select the variable, and then you say hi, okay. Okay, so when you have hi, make sure you have show. So yes, I have show, should be good. So let's try it again. I start the game. So I was playing, let's say I'm playing him, and then I say stop. So you see, this drops in and hides it. Okay, all right. So actually, when I converted this thing, it did not cover everything. You see, there's some background there. So probably not a good idea when I converted the bitmap earlier. So what you can do is go back in here. Actually make this a little bit bigger, okay? Drag this guy a little bit bigger. Out, a little bit. Okay, make sure you cover everything, okay? I think maybe I accidentally moved it. So let's try it again. Stop, so cover everything like a thumbnail, okay. Start, so you can start, so you can see score here. Maybe you can put a time, I don't know, this seems like there's a lot of stuff on here. Maybe the fastest time you can put in the bottom here, okay. So what we want to do is, you know, we're gonna have to start the timer, right? The timer is not started yet, so let's do that. So what you can do is you can do it on any of the sprite. You can do it in the thumbnail or anything, doesn't matter, background. In my old game, I actually did it on another sprite, but we can probably do it in the thumbnail or the background. Doesn't matter. Let's just do it in the thumbnail here. Okay. So get another green flag is clicked. Okay, we're gonna set this variable. So make sure we reset the variable. So set timer to 0 time. Okay. What I'm going to do is kind of make this a little bit of wait before I count the game, because we have to set it up, right? So we'll wait for a half a second. And we can use a forever loop. And what we do is we're gonna set time to this timer variable. So this timer variable will keep on going, we'll set the time. And then what you need is you can use another operator. If, okay, and then you can use operator, say equal. So what I did was I did it at the level 3. So basically when the user got to level 3, that was the end of my game. And then I will check if the fastest time is is greater. You know, if the time actually is less than the fastest time, then we'll set it. So what we do is we are going to set do the if condition here. Okay, but we have to set the fastest time to something first in order for this work, because we're doing fastest time, not more score, right? So because we have the fastest time set at 0, then 0 is always less than the time, so it won't work, right? So what you can do is this. You can say take this one less, so take this variable time, fastest time. So if your time is less than the fastest time, then we want to set the fastest time to that time. Okay, and then we also want to stop the script. So whenever you don't need the script to run anymore, make sure you stop it. That way it will help your game, you know, not too laggy. Okay, all right. So this is how it have. So what I'm going to do is gonna set the fastest time to something, so that way, you know, something high in the beginning. Maybe let's set it to, you know, 50, right? But for me, actually, for this game, I only had 2 level, but my original game have 3 level. So I'll set it to, like, let's say 60 seconds. I should be able to complete within 60. Right, so let's say, I'll say save, right? So now, if I say run, so you see fastest time is 60, so you see my time is running. So I just have to complete the first stage. Oh, okay, before 60 seconds, I guess. Oh man. Okay, got it. Oh, almost died there. Okay, so I got it. So you see the timer stopped because this is level 2, right? We say if it's equal to level 2 and the time is less than that, we'll set the fastest time to that. So now the fastest time is 33 seconds and 0.101, right? 101. See? So that's your fastest time. So for me, actually, in my old game, I actually have level 3. So level 2 you can play, and then level 3 just one small stage, and that's it. Okay, so we can throw this away, this code. So now the game works perfectly. Should be. So you run, you see all the snow is falling down correctly, right? So there you go. So this is the end of the tutorial for this game. I really hope you guys like it and enjoy the video and actually learn something from this video. So if you don't like the Santa guy, right, you can always replace it with something you like Mega Man or Mario or whatever. So you can make your own sprite as well, right? Doesn't matter. So I just teach you guys the concept here, how to do the scrolling for this game. So that's about it. So please give us a thumbs up on the video. That will really help us. And yeah, if you have any questions, just look at the game, the video description. I have the link to the actual game, and you can check out all the code there. Okay, all right. So let's rename this project. I think we did not. Send run teaching. Okay, all right. So this was my teaching project. So I had to make it again after I made a real one. All right, guys. See you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.